Hey everyone, it is late at night and I am Norman. As you can imagine, I watch a lot of YouTube. And the content that I watch isn't all just watch nerd stuff. My viewing tastes are actually all over the map. I watch everything from graphics to music making how-tos, to video production tips, to science and mathematics, to true crime and interrogations. And just as with television and movies, there are often times when I notice watches on people's wrists and I get completely distracted by it, and I miss the entire content of the video. In tonight's video, I'm going to share with you some of the YouTube videos that I was watching and noticed the watch that someone was wearing and was completely distracted by it for the rest of the video. Okay, so I am absolutely miserable at identifying watches in film and videos and whatnot, so tonight maybe you can help me out. All of you sleuths out there, if you identify some of these watches, feel free to let us all know what you believe they might be in the comments below. All of the videos that I discuss and their corresponding channels are linked in the description below. The first video is from a channel dedicated to helping content creators. This channel is called Film Booth. So I was minding my own business, watching a video called I Got Monetized as Fast as I Could, Here's How, when at 4 minutes and 36 seconds I noticed this, and suddenly became distracted. What is that? Now we only really get one glimpse of the watch face itself, and it's kind of out of focus, sadly. We do get a clear shot of the strap, however. And later he dangles what appears to be a Rolex as he's talking about getting sponsorships. That's weird. The next video is from a channel called Dust, and as far as I know this is purely a YouTube-based movie studio, and all the videos that I've seen are short sci-fi films. I've encountered them while gathering clips that I use for music videos. I was watching their short called Laws of the Universe, and I noticed this. It seems to have an Explorer style case, but batten markers all the way around with a triangle at the 12. Parnise has an Explorer style piece with battens, but the 3, 6, and 9 are thicker. His look pretty even. He wears it off and on throughout the short, and it's eye-catching whenever it's on his wrist. We see that, unlike the Explorer, its bracelet doesn't have much of a taper to it at all. Okay, this next video is really interesting. It's actually some footage of a Wayne Gacy interview, and this was published by a channel called 8-Bit Eargasms. So part of this video is actually news story clips, and one of them is old, and we see a curious watch on his wrist as he's being arrested. Then, during his interview, he's wearing this watch. Sadly, it's pretty blurry due to the video quality. We get another glimpse of it here, but the light renders the dial totally white, so we can't even see it. Oh, and look at what the interviewer is wearing. The next video is a studio soundproofing how-to put out by a channel called Mike Golding, and he is wearing a dive watch. Throughout the video we can see it on his wrist, and it was literally all I could see. In this shot we can see the dial fairly clearly, and it kind of looks like a Tudor to me. And we have some other shots of it here, as well as here, as he's going over some of the soundproofing material that he's purchased. The next video was an amazing piece put out by a channel called Charisma on Command, and this is an analysis of the brilliant sense of humor of Ryan Reynolds. They go over things like how he can take a negative comment and yet make it disarming and really funny. Here we get a glimpse of a low-profile, dressy-looking watch that he's wearing in this particular interview. We get a blurry look at that same watch's dial in that same interview here. We see him wearing what may be the same watch in this interview. Also, you will notice that he's wearing it left-handed. I too am left-handed, so I can appreciate that. Here is another interview. We see him wearing something completely different in this appearance on Conan. It is on a brown strap and it looks amazing. Interestingly, in this interview, he's wearing what might be a smartwatch or a really dark dialed piece, but he's wearing it right-handed. So weird. Next up, we have an interrogation video. This was recorded in 2017, and it was published by a channel called Red Circle Interrogations and Confessions. Throughout most of this video, we only see the suspect, but at the very beginning, we get this brief peek. It is only on screen for a moment, and it's kind of tough to see, but I noticed it. Tom Segura is one of the most brutal stand-up comedians that I've ever seen, especially his newer work, but his watches constantly distract me. This video was published by his own channel, and in this comedy special we see him wearing a sporty watch of some sort. It appears to be dark, the bracelet is black, as is most of the watch. We can kind of see the dial in this shot. I feel like stand-up comedy would be the perfect job for a watch nerd. I mean, you get on stage and wave your watch around at people. As you make them laugh, of course. The next video is from a channel called Today I Found Out. And this channel is amazing for finding out all kinds of facts about things that you've always wondered about, but maybe never asked or looked into, as well as amazing stories from history. It's a curiosity stream channel, so it is huge. The host, I believe, is Simon, and his watch often distracts me from the interesting topic at hand. And this happened while I was watching a video on how we still don't really know how bicycles work. Here is a glimpse at his watch. And here's another shot of it. It appears to have a gold dial, but it is tough to make out the details. It looks like it has a dark case and maybe a Cyclops-style date. For the last video, we're going to come full circle and return to the channel that we began with, Film Booth. In this video, he's wearing an entirely different watch. My guess is he's a bit of a watch nerd. Here we get a look at what he's wearing in his How to Film YouTube Videos 10 Times Faster video. However, at other points in the video, he isn't wearing anything. So maybe I'm wrong about him being a watch nerd. I mean, I am never not wearing a watch. But he is doing some painting and whatnot, so maybe he took his watch off for that. His piece is pretty dressy in this video. Actually, in most of this video, he's not wearing a watch at all. It's a mystery. Well, it's been fun exploring non-watch YouTube channel watches with you. And again, if you have any idea what some of these mystery watches might be sure to let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.